Hey guys, Trent here coming at you with another video. So my work week is over due to social distancing restrictions, so time to start the eBay lockdown work week. So if you're new to my channel, welcome in. My name is Trent. I'm a part-time reseller on eBay. I do it for fun and profit, and I take you along for the journey. So please hit that subscribe button for more great videos in the future. So yeah, nothing's changed right now for social distancing, so I have to work only half the week on my corporate America job. So now Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I've got to try to do some stuff on eBay, listing stuff on eBay, and I'm going to be making more content for YouTube. One thing I want to make is a video for new eBay sellers, especially during this time. We're going to have a lot more people studying videos about getting started on eBay, I think. So I want to highlight a video of some items where you can find them around the house and get started selling on eBay, or try your hand at it, basically. So some of the sales I processed today, I'll be actually using those clips of that for that such video, right? So I'll be using some, not my normal shipping methods. So sales have been pretty steady in comparison to how much I list, which is, I'm not like super religious on listing. I haven't, I'm gonna be ramping that up for the next few days here. But I'm chinging in some sales every day. It's still, so it's good. Hopefully that continues to stay that way. I'll be happy with that. Made some pretty decent sales, and I got that to show you. Watching other people around the YouTube community and reselling, it seems like everybody else is having similar results, or actually maybe their results are starting to improve because they're probably listing more, especially people like me in the part-time situation where they had to go to work, and that interfered with their potential time to list and do other things for eBay. Maybe those people that are able to ramp up their eBay a little bit more. And not to mention, in addition, there's 50,000 free listings we can try to take advantage of. Let's see what we can do. So let me know how it's going for you guys. Are you able to do some resourceful sourcing that you otherwise wouldn't be doing, since we're cut off of access to the thrift stores, yard sales, and garage sales? What's you guys' estimates on how much longer we're going to have to be in this state? Are we going to be able to... Seems like the president wants to get us back out of it because of the economy. So we got conflicting, the virus and the economy conflicting with each other. They're trying to bring balance to that. So we'll see what happens. Anyways, I got some sales to show you. We'll process those. Alright, I made another Nerf sale. Sold the Stratabow with the rough cut 2x4 and the Fire Strike, along with 30 darts. Total price paid by the customer for this stuff was $35.33. So I recently had a viewer ask me about Frankenstein and priority mail boxes, because actually the last time I sold one of these, I did a similar thing, and so I just got some in today, the regular mailing boxes, which I should be able to use to do the same Frankenstein. I did use flat rate boxes in the last video. That's just because I didn't have the regular standard non-flat rate mailing boxes to use, which, just to be safe, you should use these. However, you can Frankenstein flat rate boxes. You just can't pay flat rate whenever you do that. You have to pay the standard shipping rate, which is what we have to pay with these anyways. So I'll show you how I Frankenstein the box again. So yeah, you Frankenstein any priority mail boxes together, or use your own box. You have to use the regular priority mail shipping rate, which goes by weight, dimensions, and or zone. I guess zone is the size of the box, and location that it's going to, of course. Where, of course, if you used a flat rate box or a flat rate envelope or anything like that where it says flat rate on it, you have to, if you intend to use it and get the flat rate, you have to, you can't modify it in any way, and you have to pay for the actual flat rate, which is a different rate than the standard shipping rate. So for these boxes, I just crop off the end sticker parts of both of them, because we only need one side with the adhesive on both of them. So then I just assemble one side, and I gotta place my items. That looks pretty good. This one's a little bit more tricky because this guy makes it to where basically I have to put this guy in here, so that's going to be more complicated. So that being the case, I won't assemble this side yet. So normally I would go ahead and put this together first, but since we're dealing a little bit more of a complicated one, I'm going to go ahead and get this position first. So I just want to make it to where one box is just seated into the other box. Of course, when you do it on camera, sometimes it doesn't come out doesn't go as smoothly as you anticipate. Okay, so now I can see and I can get my pistol positioned in there. And then I'm going to put the darts on that part, on the top part of there too. Then I'll seal this top part so I can see that I have the right length dimensions that I want. Then it helps to lay it flat on a surface like this to make sure the box is like nice and flat, you know, on the edges and everything. Then we kind of get it in place. Pretty generous with the tape on this, since obviously there's no, you know, if it were to somehow get crushed in one direction, I mean, I assume it would get crushed, but generally speaking, it should be okay. Just tape that seam really good. One point I've heard on this is that you could just use, if you wanted to make a box this length, you could use the large flat rate box, which they have one called like a game board box that is a long flat rate box. It's a little bit longer. I just don't order those because I usually don't use them. Just only every once in a while I need to make something like this, and I like the dimensions, the thickness dimensions of these. The large flat rate box is similar, but still, I like the idea that I can custom shrink them down, you know, in and out the way I would like to have it. So yeah, now it's perfectly acceptable to mail out standard priority mail rate. Sometimes I like to take a large, and if you don't like this presentation, if you want to, you can cover it with some large mailers. Sometimes I do that, especially like in the other situation where I didn't have the standard priority mail boxes handy and I only had flat rate ones. Even though technically I feel that it's okay to do, just to prevent any confusion or, you know, any potential hassle, you can cover it with this, just so the people at the post office can't see the box, so then it doesn't really matter, does it? So for the sake of this video, I'll go ahead and cover it, although I would have no problem sending this out the way it is. These large mailers are a little bit more expensive, but I mean, they're still not that expensive. There we go, look at that overkill. 4-pounder. Alright, and I sold this vintage Disney Beauty and the Beast See and Say storybook, talking storybook. Paid a couple bucks for this at Goodwill quite a while ago. Total price paid by the customer, $19.24. Somebody's gonna be excited to get this. It technically, I guess you could say it's a book. I guess this is kind of, there's a fine line here. There's no advertisements in it, so you can't ship stuff like comic books that have in media mail that have advertisements in them. This doesn't have an advertisement. I mean, it has a piece of electronics attached to it, but I'm gonna try media mail. I'm gonna call it a book. So I'll try shipping it in this thing, I guess, this box. Technically, am I incorrect for shipping this media mail? Maybe, I don't know. You guys can let me know what you guys think in the comment section. But I'm experimenting so you don't have to, so we'll see what happens. It's a cool box, 10 by 10 by 10. 3 pounds. Alright, I sold another one of my Sharper Image catalog Spy series secret laser shields. I had bought like 5 of these, and then I bought one more recently, so I have 3 left. Sold this one, so this is the 3rd one I've sold. So yeah, total of 6. Now I've sold 3 out of 6. These were brand new from the thrift store. I paid about $2 a piece for them, and they sell. Total price paid by the customer with shipping and everything, of course, is $16.53. So making, you know, a little nickel and dime sale, but these things fortunately are first class ships, and all I have to do is put a mailer around them, and that's it. So really easy to deal with. I just literally drop it in this little medium-sized mailer here, and yeah, only 14 ounces, first class ship. Very easy. As long as I can keep making that sale, honestly, I'll go back and keep getting more when the thrift store opens back up, of course. But they still have a bunch of these brand new. I just have to wait till they go on a reasonable price again. Actually, whenever the thrift stores open back up, I might talk to the thrift store manager and see if I can buy out the rest of them for at least $2 or less a piece. Okay, I sold both of my recent decently priced, you know, expensive remotes. The Technics receiver model and the Sherwood RC Unit 107. They both sold in the same day, not too far apart from each other. So I don't know if people are dusting off their old electronics and trying to get them, you know, back up and running again, or trying them out again. So, because of what's going on. But the Technics one sold for, oh, it's a model EUR 646489, by the way. The Technics one sold for total price paid by the customer $33.99, so that one's a great one. And then the Sherwood one sold for total price paid by the customer $24.96. So what I want to do is I want to make a video specifically for new eBayers, especially what's going on right now. And I think remote controls would be one great item that people could look for around their house. Maybe they have that remote that they don't use anymore because they don't have that piece of electronics anymore, for an example. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and film that part whenever I process this remote right here, and I'm going to ship it using just scrap paper bag and stuff like that, just to show how you can get away with doing that, basically, as if you're just trying out eBay and just want to sell a few items. So I'm going to do that right now. Alright, for my other remote, since it's not for the sake of that video, I'm just going to throw it in the mailer, of course. But yeah, those were some good remote sales, and I got them both at once. That was pretty nice. So my estimates came true on those 2 remotes, about over $50 in gross sales on just those 2 remotes. $1 a piece investment. Nice. Alright, I sold this Nerf N-Strike battery cover for, I think this was for the, this is for the Demolisher 2-in-1, if I remember correctly. This particular battery cover sold for total price paid by the customer $11.17. And I'm probably going to do another, I'm probably going to add items like this to my beginner eBay seller video as well. Alright guys, well that's going to do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos throughout the rest of the week. And have a good day.